Have you ever been in a situation where you've plugged your iPhone into charge, then you've come back a few hours later and it hasn't charged at all? It's really frustrating. It was happening to me a lot, and at first I thought it might have been cables, so I tried a whole bunch of different cables, and sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. I thought it might have been dirty contacts, so I tried cleaning the contacts inside the lightning socket, and I tried cleaning the contacts on the cable. Again, sometimes it would charge, other times it wouldn't. I then thought that I was probably going to need to either get the phone repaired or get the phone replaced, when someone actually tipped me off on a bit of a problem with a slight design flaw with the lightning sockets. And basically what happens is, this happens particularly if you're someone that carries your phone around in your pocket. When you put it in your pocket, little bits of lint and pocket fluff, they end up finding their way into that socket. Then next time you plug it in, that gets pushed up to the top of the socket. And the socket is all sealed, so that fluff has got nowhere to go. It just gets pushed up to the top. Now, gradually over time, as more and more stuff gets shoved into there, it ends up making it so that the plug can't go all the way in the socket anymore. And then you're not making proper contacts, and then the phone won't charge. And it's actually a relatively simple thing to fix. Now, I'll just do all the disclaimers. Obviously, if you damage your phone while doing this, it's your responsibility, not mine. You do it all at your own risk. But as I say, this is something that I've tried and has worked for me. So I'm going to use a sort of pair of fine needle point tweezers, and I'll be using a microscope to show you what's going on. At the end of the day, you could probably do this, just sort of with the naked eye, and maybe with maybe the end of a paper clip or something like that. But of course, you do need to be very careful, because it is easy to damage the pins inside the phone. First thing I'm going to do is switch over to the microscope, and we will have a look at the problem. Now here you can see inside the lightning socket, you can see all of that stuff, and obviously there's a bit of pet hair going on in there as well, and you got all sorts of fluff and lint and all sorts of things, and it's all jammed right down to the very back of that socket. You can just sort of see it all there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some tweezers here, and I'm going to start pulling that fluff out. Look at it. Look at how much fluff is in there. Fluff galore. This is just fluff central. All sorts of little bits of sort of lint from the pocket, and as I say, in this household, a little bit of pet hair there as well. You can keep at it, and you basically want to just keep doing it until it's all, or as much of it is gone as is possible, and that the back of the socket is now visible. I'm just giving it a little bit of a scrape on the back there now, make sure there isn't any sort of congealed stuff on the back there. Now I should make mention, as I didn't make mention at the beginning before I started doing this, turn your phone off before doing this. So I will put a little note up on the video, but it should be obvious, but it's not always. Turn your phone off before doing this. And the little pins, they're just up here. So just be gentle around those. But look, that's good enough for me. It's not perfect, it's not spotless, but that should resolve the issue, and the plug should be able to get all the way into the socket again. So that's it. All you have to do is just clean that fluff out of the back of the socket, and often that will mean that your phone will charge without any issues at all in the future. Thanks for watching.